Good morning, December 7th, 2014. The same date, 73 years ago, World War II found America when the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. All the ships that were sunk in that attack were not war ready. Even though those ships were capable, they were all sunk because their watertight doors were left wide open, which according to several Navy veterans that were there, that was completely improper protocol. Go back a couple hundred years ago when the United States was founded. It was because of the united groups in the colonies that banded together to fight an oppressive government. We are much like that. We're not fighting bloodshed in the streets. We're fighting protocols. We're fighting for protocols. We want for you to support us, to get our voice loud enough to where it's heard all the way up in Washington, to where when the police investigate crimes, there is a set protocol in place that they must adhere to. No more of Billy Bob detective from Bodunk Police Agency can step onto a homicide scene who's never worked a homicide a day in his life, or maybe seen 5 dead bodies in his whole career, and he's the expert. No more. If the officer does not have the training nor the experience, they should not be holding that position. And that has to come from the Criminal Justice Standards Committees. And that starts in D.C. and filters down to every state. We have to put that in place. There are far too many officers out there that hold positions they do not belong in. And it's the fault of their chief, or sheriff, and it's also the fault of the United States government and the FBI, who's supposed to set protocols and standards across the board. Not being done. This is why we have 64 cases sitting on our desk of investigations that were not done properly. And there are many more coming. We spend a couple hundred hours on each case easily, sometimes more. We have to filter through every photograph and review it in its entirety. Every report, every witness statement. And in all the cases that we have reviewed so far, all we find is police protocol or procedure thrown out the window. It needs to stop, and it needs to stop now. We need your help. We keep asking for it. We need it. Even if all you can do is get all of your friends to like our page, subscribe to YouTube, that's fine. It's free. It costs you nothing. For those of you who wish to donate, please, by all means. We don't charge for this work. You find a government entity that tells you they don't charge for this work. They may not charge the individual person, but they're charging all of you, the taxpayer, and you're not getting this kind of work. All you get from them is another cover-up. Ronald Reagan said it himself. He said, some guy from the government in a suit shows up and says, I'm from the government, I'm here to help. Watch out.